Hi, this is Mary Ann. I am here once again. For this video, I simulate an online class. Some teachers asking how the online class is going on. For you to learn, don't skip, just watch this video. To start this morning, let us ask for the help and the guidance of our Almighty by having a prayer. Mr. Earl Enriquez, can you lead the prayer, please?
In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Lord, we want to thank you for all the blessings that you give us every day. The world is in pain right now. Every day, we ask that everything will go back to normal. For now, we ask for your protection and guidance for ourselves and for our loved ones. And also, we're hoping that this simulation will be successful. Lord, hear our prayers and heal our world. We trust your timing and know that you will bring us peace. That's all we ask for. Amen.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning,
Good
ma'am.
morning.
Good
Hi,
morning,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
These are some netiquette in online class. Please mute your microphone, unmute when asked to speak, use the chat box to raise question, open the camera when the classes started. Everybody log into your DepEd Learning Management System. Answer the pre-test. I will set the time. So I'll give you 3 minutes to answer the pre-test. Okay, you may start now. Okay, time is up. In the pre-test, so there are 20 responses. So the average score is 3.1 or 3 out of 5 items. Here are the list of names had been put in this hat. We will select 15 students to answer the questions later. Let's have the first draw. For number 1 is Rialyn Narcico. For number 2 is Earl Enriquez. For number 3, Dana Angela Uyando. For number 4, Akel K. Hidalgo. For number 6 or number 5, Syra Cortez. For number 6, Clark Jomer B. Makapuno. For number 7, Janelle. For number 8, Christine Joy Ramos. For number 9, Hannah Sophia Rivera. For number 10, Rachel Ann Lachica. For number 11, Josh Andrew Aguilar. For number 12, Resca Paula Labug. For number 13, Iskali Lu Ramirez. Second to the last, Kian Clarence Rosario. The last but not the least, Alexandra Sophia Esquilio. So these are the 15 students who will answer the questions later in our game. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? We have 15 question multiple choice. So you can use your 3 lifeline. We have the 50-50. You may ask the audience or phone a friend. Let's continue. Let's play game number 1. Let's begin the game. By Narciso. Okay, how many teaspoons are there in 1 tablespoon? Is it A, 3, B, 4, C, 6, D, 8? Narciso, what is your answer? B, 4. Is that your final answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that your final answer? You can use your lifeline. 50-50, you may ask the audience or phone a friend. What is your answer? Narciso.
A, ma'am. 3. A, 3.
So, A3. Is that your final answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, correct. You have 100 pesos. Let's continue. Okay, for Earl Enriquez. How many tablespoons are there in 1/8 cup? Is it A, 6, B, 2, C, 4, D, 8? How many tablespoons are there in 1/8 cup? C, 4, D, 8. Earl,
Letter B po.
letter B. Is that your final answer? Earl, is that your final answer?
Yes po, ma'am. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so you have 200. Next, for Dana Oyando. Okay, how many tablespoons are there in 1 cup? Is it 8 tablespoons, B, 16 tablespoons, C, 4 tablespoons, D, 2 tablespoons? You can use your 3 lifeline.
B. 16
Letter,
tablespoon.
16 tablespoons.
Spoon.
Okay, is that your final answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, you got it. Next question. Okay, for Hidalgo. How many cups are there in 1 pint? Okay, A, 4 cups, B, 2 cups, 6, C, 6 cups, D, 8 cups. How many cups are there in 1 pint? Is it A, 4 cups, B, 2 cups, C, 6 cups?
Letter B, 2 cups.
Is that your final answer?
Yes po.
Okay, correct. Okay, next question. Okay, for Cortez. How many ounces are there in 1 pound? How many ounces are there in 1 pound? Is it 12 ounces? B. 16 ounces? C. 18 ounces? D. 8 ounces? Cortez. You can use your three lifelines. You can use 50-50. Yes, what is your answer?
Letter C.
Letter C. Is that your final answer?
Yes, ma'am.
You can use your three lifeline. You can use 50-50, ask the audience, or phone a friend. What is your answer?
Can I use the phone a friend, ma'am?
Okay, phone a friend. Okay. Okay, so in the other line, so you have your friend, okay, which is Kian, Clarence. Okay, so kindly read the question to Kian
How many ounces are there in pound?
and also the choices.
Letter A, 12 ounce. Letter B, 16 ounce. Letter C, 18 ounce. And letter D, 8 ounce.
Okay, Kian,
B. 16 ounce.
16 ounce.
Ounce.
So, are you convinced that the answer is 16 ounce, Cortez?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, you have 1,000 pesos already. Okay, for 2,000 pesos question. Okay, so this question is shell. What is the tool used to remove bits of food inside of the bowl? Is it A, spatula, B, rubber scraper, C, fork, D, wire whisk?
My answer
Shell,
is B, rubber scraper.
rubber scraper. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay, yes? Okay, you got it. Let's continue. Okay, for 4,000 question for Alec. Okay, it is used to flatten or roll the dough. Is it A, rolling pin, B, rotary egg beater,
Dali.
C, spatula, D, pastry brush? Alet, what is your answer?
Letter A po, rolling pin.
Rolling pin. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Yes. Let's see. Okay, you got it. Okay, let's continue. Okay, for 8,000 pesos question. Okay, for Ramos. It is used to hold ingredients together. A, wire whisk. B, utility tray. C, wooden spoon. D, weighing scale. What is your answer, Ramos?
My answer is letter B po, utility tray.
Utility tray. Is that your final answer?
Yes po.
Yes. Okay, correct. Okay, next. Okay, for 16,000 pesos question. Okay, to Rivera. Okay, it is used to pound or ground ingredients. Is it A, mortar and pestle? B, pastry blender? C, pastry brush? D, mixing bowl? Rivera.
A po. Mortar
A,
and
mortar
pestle.
and pestle. Is that your final answer?
Yes po.
Yes. Okay, correct. Okay, next. Okay, for 25,000 pesos question to La Chica. Okay, comes in graduated sizes and has sloping sides used for mixing ingredients. Is it A, measuring cup, B, mixing bowl, C, measuring spoon, D, grater? La chica, what
B,
is your
mixing
answer?
bowl po. B,
Mixing bowl. Okay, B, mixing bowl. So is that your final answer?
Yes po.
Yes. Okay. Okay, for 50,000 pesos question. Okay, so to Mr. Aguilar, what is tool used to cut and shape biscuit or donut? Is it A, electric mixer, B, biscuit and donut cutter, C, kitchen shears, D, pastry tip?
My
Aguilar,
answer
what
is
is your answer?
my answer is letter B.
Letter
Biscuit and
B,
donut cutter.
biscuit and donut cutter. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, correct. Okay, let's continue. Okay, for 100,000 pesos question. So this is the question. It has 12 form cups for baking muffins and cupcakes. Okay, is it A, muffin pan, B, custard cup, C, bun pan, D, tube center pan? Okay, Labog, what is your answer?
Ma'am, my answer is letter A, muffin pan.
Muffin pan. Is that your final answer?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, correct. Okay, let's continue. Okay, for 250,000 question. Okay, to Mr. Napaton, this is your question. It is used to beat or whip eggs, egg whites or cream. Is it A, weighing scale, B, timer, C, strainer, D, wire whisk?
Letter D, wire whisk po.
Wire whisk. Is that your final answer?
Yes po.
Yes. Okay, correct. Okay, next. For 500,000 pesos, question. Okay, to be answered by Rosario. What is the equipment essential for producing the bakery products? Okay, is it flat iron, blender, electric mixer, or oven?
D, oven.
The oven. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
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 Okay. You have the 500,000 already. Okay, so to the next question. Okay, this is for 1 million pesos question to be answered by Esquilio. It is a shallow rectangular pan used for baking rolls. A, custard cup, B, loaf pan, C, jelly roll pan, D, griddle pan. Esquilio, what is your answer?
Si ma'am.
C. Is that your final answer?
Yes, ma'am.
You can use your lifeline. Okay, 50-50. Or you may ask your audience. Meron ka pang dalawang lifeline. It is a shallow rectangular pan used for baking rolls. What is your answer? Letter C.
Si ma'am.
C. Is that your final answer?
Yes po, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, let's see. Okay. so you got 1 million pesos in cash overall. Let us go back to the window of DepEd Learning Management System. Okay, look at the seat work. Answer the seat work for 3 minutes. Okay, I will set the time. Okay, you may start now. You still have 2 minutes and 40 seconds to answer. You still have 2 minutes and 15 seconds. You still have 1 minute and 35 seconds. You have 1 minute to answer. You still have 25 seconds. Okay, time is up. Let's check the result of the seat work. Okay, the overall average of the score is 2.5. So, there are 16 students who answer the seat work. Okay, everybody, go to your email, then open your Jamboard. So, this is the Jamboard. It looks like a whiteboard wherein you can write your answer. Okay, so we have different toolbars or command buttons on the left sides. So let's start with this, the pen. Okay, in the pen, you can write anything. So we have also the eraser. Okay, so you can erase your any writings in this whiteboard. Okay, so we have also the select tools. Okay, so you can select elements in this whiteboard or Jamboard, then you can drag. We have also sticky notes, okay? So aside from the pen, you can write also your answer using this sticky note. Then it will be posted in the Jamboard, like this one. Okay, we have also the add image. Okay, you can add image in this Jamboard. We have also circle, and aside from circle, we have another different shapes like square, triangle, diamond, rounded rectangle, half circle, bar, then arrows. So it is used for geometric or in mathematics. Okay. We have also the text box. Okay. So aside from the pen, sticky note, you may also write your answer in a text box like this one. Okay, so as you can see, you can resize. Okay, you can edit. So you just click the triple dot. Okay, then edit. The last one is the laser. If you want to highlight a word in this whiteboard or in this Jamboard, you may use the laser. So I will play an interactive video quiz in the learning management system. So there is a question that we will pop up. Then we will answer those questions by writing the answer in this Jamboard. Okay, so let's go to our DepEd Learning Management System. Okay, so click this button. So the question is, what measuring instrument used to measure these ingredients? Okay, is it measuring spoon, measuring cup, or measuring glass? Okay, let's go back to our Jamboard. Okay, so by the way, what is that ingredients? Okay, write your answer. What is that ingredients? Okay, so sugar. So that is a sugar. Yes, correct. So what measuring instrument you will use to measure the sugar? What measuring instrument? Okay, so in that particular example, so in that particular example, what do you think measuring device use? Okay, so very good. So that is the measuring cup. Okay, again, let's go back again. Let's answer measuring cup. Okay, so measuring cup is the correct answer. Let's continue. Okay, so there. Okay, so this is the next question. Okay, so how to measure that ingredients? So is it measuring spoon, measuring cup for dry ingredients, baking powder, milk powder? Okay, let's go to the next question. How to measure that ingredient? So what is that ingredient? Okay, how to measure that ingredient? Write your answer. You may write your answer. How to measure that ingredient? Okay, so measuring spoon with measuring spoon. So let's check if that the correct answer is measuring spoon. Okay, so your answer is incorrect. So not the measuring spoon. So what is the correct answer? Okay, again, let us repeat. Let us repeat. This is the question related in this okay, related in that video. So how to measure that ingredients? Okay, measuring cup for dry ingredients, baking powder, milk powder, measuring spoon. Okay, so what is your answer? Measuring cup for dry ingredients. Okay, measuring cup for dry ingredients. Okay? So let's see if that's correct. Okay, that is correct. Next.
Baking soda is bicarbonate of.
Okay, so there's another button. So measuring spoon is used to measure baking powder. Again, a measuring spoon is used to measure baking powder. Is it true or false? Okay, what is your answer? True. Okay, true. So let's see. Okay, correct. Next.
like baking
Okay, there's another question. What measuring device used to measure these ingredients? So, measuring cup or measuring spoon? What measuring device used to measure these ingredients? Measuring spoon, measuring spoon. Okay, so let's see if that's correct. That is correct. Okay, correct. Next.
Sometimes make your dishes taste like coconut. Not only is lard a heat-stable cooking fat, it is also excellent for frying foods because it doesn't add any strong unwanted flavors.
Okay, what measuring instrument used to measure this kind of ingredients? Okay, measuring cup for dry ingredients, measuring spoon, or measuring glass. Okay, so by the way, what is that ingredients? Anyone? Okay, so that ingredients is a lard. Okay, so shortening, the kind of shortening. So it looks like a butter. So what measuring instruments used to measure this kind of ingredients? So is it measuring cup for dry ingredients, measuring spoon, or measuring glass? What is your answer? Measuring spoon, measuring glass. Is that so? Is other answer? So, measuring glass, is that so? Okay, very good. Measuring cup. Okay, measuring cup for dry ingredients. Okay, let's see if that's correct. Okay, so the correct answer is measuring cup.
Lard gives you a high dose of vitamin D. Lard happens to be the second richest dietary source of vitamin D. You can find up to 1,000 international units of vitamin D per tablespoon. The amount varies depending on what the pig is fed and how much sunlight
Okay, so this is another button. Okay, what measuring device used to measure this ingredient? Is it measuring glass or measuring cup for dry ingredients? Okay, so again, what measuring device used to measure that ingredient? So measuring glass. So let's see. Okay, correct.
And the price of pure vanilla extract has gone ballistic? In this video, I'll show you several alternatives to using pure vanilla.
Okay, so this is another question. Measuring cup is used to measure the vanilla extract. Is it true or false? Okay, so false. Okay, let's choose false. Okay, correct. So what is the correct answer pala? What is the correct answer? What is the correct answer?
Measuring spoon po.
Yes, the correct answer is measuring spoon. Okay, let's continue.
Vanilla extract.
Okay, so there's another question. What measuring device used to measure these ingredients? Measuring glass, measuring cup for dry ingredients, measuring spoon. Okay, so measuring glass. Okay, so let's see. Okay, correct. Let's continue. Okay, so let's see the summary. Okay, so all of the questions got correct. Your classmate will share his screen to show how to measure ingredients in this particular recipe. The recipe is chocolate moist cupcake. Are you ready, Mr. Azores? Can you share your screen to us?
So today, we are going to measure the ingredients that we will use in making chocolate moist cupcake. But before that, you will going to know the ingredients that we will use in making chocolate moist cupcake. Since you know guys, the ingredients that I will measure in chocolate moist cupcake, now let's move on measuring the all-purpose flour, which is we will measure 1 and 3/4 cup. So now we will measure the all-purpose flour, which is this one. So we will measure 1 and 3/4 cup. So first, we will use 1 cup, the next the 3/4 cup. So we will scoop all-purpose flour and this should be overflow. And remember, do not shake, and we will use a spatula to level up, like this one. You will see the magic. So we have the 1 cup of all-purpose flour. So next, we will measure 3/4 cup. Since we don't have 3/4 cup, we will use 1/2 cup and 1/4 cup. So first, I will use the 1/4 cup. Like we do a while ago, it should be overflow, and we will use spatula to level up this one. And you will see the magic. Wow! And then, I will add this to 1 cup. So we have 1 and 1/4 cup. And then, we add 1/2 cup to make it 3/4. 1 and 3/4. Okay, so we will use again the spatula. And you will see the magic. So now we have 1 and 3/4 cup. So since we finished measuring all-purpose flour, so next we will measure 3/4 cup of cocoa unsweetened. Have the cocoa unsweetened, and we will measure 3/4 cup of this one. So we will use 1/2 and 1/4 cup since we don't have 3/4 cup. So we will use 1/2 cup. And as we do a while ago, it should be overflow, and we will use a spatula to overflow. I mean level off. Rather. Okay, so we have 1/2 cup. Then next is 1/4 cup in order to make a 3/4 cup. Then we will level up it again, use the spatula. So, okay, so we have 3/4 cup of cocoa unsweetened. Okay na. So now, let's move on measuring baking powder and baking soda, which is we will measure by 1 and 1/2 teaspoon. So now we will measure the baking soda and baking powder by 1 and 1/2 teaspoon. So this is the 1/2 teaspoon and this is the 1 teaspoon. So first, I will measure 1 and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. So this is the baking powder. I use 1/2 cup, and as we do a while ago, we will use spatula to level up. So we have 1 cup. The next is the 1/2 teaspoon. Then now we will measure baking soda like like the measure of baking powder. So now we will measure 1 and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Baking soda. So this is 1 teaspoon. And this is 1/2 teaspoon. So we have 1 teaspoon and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Okay na. Without further ado, let's now proceed in measuring salt, which is 1 teaspoon. So now I have the salt, which is this one, and we will measure 1 teaspoon. This one is 1 teaspoon. And we will use a spatula again. Open this one. So now we have 1 teaspoon of salt. So now let us proceed in measuring the white sugar and brown sugar, which is the white sugar measures 1 and 1/2 cup and the brown sugar measures 1 cup. So now we will measure first the white sugar using 1 cup and 1/2 cup. So this should be overflowed, and we will use this spatula to overflow to the level of this one. So this is sugar, and this is spatula. Okay. Alright. So next, we will use the 1/2 cup. Right. Pause. So this is now the 1/2 cup. So now we have the 1 and 1/2 cup. Now we will measure the brown sugar, which is 1/2 cup. As we do a while ago, we will level up this using spatula. So okay, we have now the 1/2 cup of brown sugar. So now we will measure the liquid ingredients in chocolate moist cupcake. And the first that we will measure is the 1 cup of hot water. So now I have the measuring cup, which has a maximum of 2 cup. So this is the hot water, and I will measure into 1 cup. So now we have 1 cup of water. Now let's move on in measuring vanilla extract, which is we will measure 1 teaspoon of this one. It's vanilla. So I have the 1 teaspoon and the vanilla extract, and we will measure 1 teaspoon of this one. Oh, it's so hard to open. Okay. So this is 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So now we have the 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So next, we will measure the 1/2 cup of oil, which is this one, the canola oil. So now I have the 1/2 cup in the oil, and I will measure 1/2 cup of the oil. So cool. Okay, so now we have 1/2 cup. Then next, let us proceed in measuring the evaporated milk, which is 1 cup. And then the last one is the 2 pieces of eggs. So now I have the evaporated milk and then the 1/2 cup. So we will measure 1/2 cup of this one. Okay. So now we have the 1/2 cup of evaporated milk. So the last one is the 2 pieces of egg. So now we have the bowl and the 2 eggs. I will crack these 2 eggs. One egg and 2 eggs. And we will. So yeah. Now, so we have the eggs and this one. Okay. So now we have the 2 eggs. So since we have finished measuring some ingredients in making chocolate moist cupcake, I hope you learned something, especially in making chocolate moist cupcake. Thank you for watching.
Let's go back to our DepEd Learning Management System. I want you to answer the activity. Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes to answer this activity. Okay, you may start now. You still have 2 minutes to answer. You still have 1 minute to answer. You still have 5 seconds. Okay, time is up. In the activity, so there are 12 students who submit their activity. So let's view all the submissions. So for the answer of Angela Excel Agustin, so stir your flour in case it is packed tightly into its container, then use a spoon and lightly spoon the flour into the measuring cup. Okay, for that, so I will give her out of 20, 17. Okay, so the important thing is you should measure flour properly. Okay, for that, I'll give 15 points. So when measuring flour, make it overflow. And then when scooping, use spatula to level up. You can use also scale in measuring flour first. Okay, for that, I give 18 points. Okay, next, you should use measuring cup for dry ingredients. Okay, let's go back again to our Jamboard. Okay, so let's proceed to the next. Okay, so what do you think or what do you need to remember when measuring dry and liquid ingredients? Okay, let's start with the flour. Okay, so what do you need to remember when measuring flour? Example, when measuring flour using the measuring cup. Example, you are measuring the flour using the measuring cup. What do you need to remember in measuring the flour? So what is the first thing you need to do? What is the first thing you need to do to flour before measuring? What will you do? Do you have any idea? Okay, so once filled with flour, flatten the top with a flat edge such as knife back. Okay, before this, okay, this is the correct answer, okay? So you have to, yes. Who answered this?
Ma'am, ako po kasi po
Yes.
nag-request yung Jamboard.
Okay, sige. Yes. So the first thing you need to do is to see.
Ako rin, ma'am. Ako nagsagot sa Jamboard.
Oo. So, this is the first thing you need to do. You have to sift the flour. Okay, next. After sifting, what will you do? After sifting the flour.
Scoop to fill the measuring cup to overflow.
Oh, you write it on the jump. Oh, you try.
Wait po.
Okay, after sifting, what will you do? Okay, scoop to fill measuring cup to overflow. Okay, you have to scoop. Then, after scooping, example, you put the flour in the measuring cup and it is overflow. Okay, so again, when you are measuring the flour, okay, do not ever shake. Okay, the measuring cup. Okay, flatten the top with the use of what? With the use of what you will use to flatten the top. Okay, so flatten the top or level up with spatula. Okay, that's correct. Okay, what about the weighing scale? Example, you are measuring a large amount of flour. So, eventually, you will not use the measuring cup. That's the time that you will use the weighing scale. So, what do you need to remember when weighing or when using the measuring scale or weighing scale? What do you need to remember? When you are using the weighing scale, what do you need to remember? Okay, check the hand to zero. Okay, very good. Okay, so this is the first thing you need to do. You have to check the hand to zero. Okay, before weighing the flour. Okay, so next. What about the brown or white sugar? What do you need to remember when measuring brown or white sugar? Brown and white sugar. What do you need to remember when measuring white or brown sugar? What will you do when you are measuring? Example, you are using the measuring cup. Check if the sugar is lumpy. Yes. Okay. If the sugar is lumpy before measuring. Yes. Okay, okay, you have to check if the sugar is lumpy. So you can remove that lumpy sugar. Then after that, what will you do? Example, same as the flour. Okay, measuring brown or white sugar is not the same as a flour. Okay, because in a flour, you will not shake it, diba? Unlike in brown or white sugar, what? Okay, okay, another. Okay. You have to what? You have to compact, okay? You have to compact the sugar. Okay? Iko-compact mo. Okay? So, after that, that's the time you level it up with spatula. Okay, next is the liquid milk. Okay, what do you need to remember when measuring liquid milk? Okay, what do you need to remember when measuring liquid milk? What do you need to remember when measuring liquid milk? Okay, do not lift the cup. Yes, yung the measuring cup, or when you are using the measuring glass, do not lift the measuring cup or the measuring glass. So you just put it in the flat surface. Then, after that, so after do not lifting the cup, what is the next thing you need to do? What is the last step? What is the last step? Okay, pour the liquid into the cup to the desired amount. Okay, very good. Okay, you have to pour, okay, the liquid into the cup to the desired amount. Okay? Or on the amount the recipe needed. Example, the recipe needed 2 cups. So you have to locate 2 cups, or until the line, or in 2 cups of liquid milk only. Okay? So next. Okay, the learning that we have today, where can you apply the concepts and skills in your daily living? Okay, the learning that we have today, where can you apply the concepts and skills in your daily living? So where can you apply the concepts, or those concepts and skills in your daily life, or daily life, in cooking? Okay, so in cooking, yes, in cooking. What else aside from cooking? Okay, so who write this cooking? Yes, why do you answer cooking? In what part of the lesson you will apply this to cooking? What part kaya? When you are baking, yes, baking. So, yes, aside from this kaya, aside from baking, cooking, where can you apply the concepts and skills? In other aspects, where can you apply? Do you have any idea where can you apply? Aside from this, aside from baking, cooking, in other aspects in your daily life, where can you apply those skills? Do you have no idea? We are measuring ingredients. So it means okay, you are measuring accurate amount of ingredients. So meaning accurate, being accuracy. So where can you apply that concepts or skills aside from cooking or baking? Job, why is it so in job? Can you explain why in job? Who answer job? Explain it.
Said that's the skills or concepts that majority that we will learn in this today is being accurate or accuracy.
Yes.
So I answer job because in terms of job you need to be accurate. For example, you're a baker, and in order to have a good quality of pastries, you have to be accurate, especially in measuring ingredients. So I answered that because that is connected also to baking.
Okay, so yes. So another answer here is to enhance your mathematical skills. Okay, who can explain this? Or who answer this? to answer this, to enhance your mathematical skills. Explain this.
Si Earl po, si Earl.
Okay, Earl. Okay, why you write to enhance your mathematical skills?
Di naman po kasi sa pag-measure po ng mga dry ingredients, maaaring ma-enhance din po yung pag-measure nito sa mga ano po, electric meter, sa mga barometer, sa mga.
Yes, of course. Diba when, as I've said, okay, there is an accuracy. So when you are practicing accurate amount, okay, so you can apply that in mathematical skills, diba? Because in mathematical skills, you will get the right amount or right answer or exact answer. So you can apply that. So next is converting. So why did you say so? That the learning that we have today is can apply by converting. Converting is also in math, di ba? In mathematics, so accuracy or right or correctness. So you must be correct when you are converting or exact. Okay, so there is no other idea. Okay, let's move on. Okay, to sum up, what do you think will happen if you use lesser or more than the exact ingredients in the recipe when baking? Okay, what do you think will happen if you use lesser or more than the exact ingredients in the recipe when baking? It's affect the taste, of course, yes. This is okay, so okay, it affects the taste, of course. When you measure lesser or more than the amount in the ingredients in the recipe. Another, okay, it won't have the same consistency as the recipe, of course. Yes, it will be the same to the output of that recipe. Okay, the taste or the quality of the pastries become bad. Okay, so yes, you will come up on this output. Okay, so yes, all your answer is correct. Let's go back to our DepEd Learning Management System. Okay, for your assignment, do check your understanding to be passed on Monday. Okay, to your last activity for today. Answer the post-test. So again, I'll give you 3 minutes to answer this. You may start now. You still have 1 minute and 50 seconds. You still have 1 minute. You still have 25 seconds. Okay, time is up. So in the post-test, so there are 10 responses, or majority of them got the score of 5 out of 5. So 2 of them got 3 out of 5. Okay, this is the end of our session for today. Goodbye, class.
Goodbye, ma'am!
Bye,
Ma'am.
I hope you like this video. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click the notification down below. Bye! See you next week.